Hello everybody, my name is Merc and welcome back to another Iron Man episode. In yesterday's video, I actually went over my farms, how I built them and things like that. And I have been farming throughout the past day or so. And I just wanted to share with you a few tips and tricks that you can use, or maybe just something that I do to actually make a decent amount of money. Now I've been able to make around 5 mil, anywhere from 3 to 5, maybe even 5.5 mil an hour on this farm, and I haven't even farmed nether wart yet, so it's only like the chances are only going to get better. And whilst farming, I thought this is a great idea for me to showcase you how I do that and the reasons for. Now I'm currently grinding for croppy armor, and for that I need the melon armor for the chance to drop croppies. Currently right now I have, if I look here, I have 138 croppies. Now I need something stupid like 400 because I want the croppy talisman and then the armor on top. So it's not going to be, you know, today or tomorrow that I get this, but hopefully within the next couple of days I'll be getting that armor set and then using that to upgrade. But whilst doing that, I've been doing things through the Iron Man, like doing these commission tasks from the visitors and stuff. I'm basically just trying to get as high up on the garden level as possible, get as much money as possible, because as an Iron Man account, things are expensive. I mean, they are irregular anyway, but as an Iron Man, it's just that added bit of extra pressure. I'm trying to upgrade pets. I'm trying to get cookies. And if you guys have seen, cookies are nothing but expensive nowadays. If I go over to the bazaar right now, cookies are 8.9 million. When have they been this much in the game? It's actually insane. Now, as I said, through this method, I can make anywhere up to around 5 million coins an hour. So I only need to spend 2, maybe 3 hours at max. And then I've got myself a cookie. So it makes sense to me to have something that I can spend time, especially on an Iron Man account, just dedicated to getting the money. Now, as I said here, I've got an elephant here on the go. I'm going to be upgrading this till it's fully done, but even going from the epic to legendary upgrade, that's around 11 million. So it's a lot of money you need, especially at the start, especially for upgrading everything and things like that. But the reason I'm in the hub is because you want to come to the alchemist. Now, if you have nether wart, grind nether wart, and that is probably one of the better things for money. I've heard mushrooms really good too. I've not personally tried that out. I personally, for the last day or two, have been getting a bunch of golden carrots, like so. Okay, filling it up and going in here, leaving a little bit of space, going to my garden and grinding my carrots. Now I have set only the carrots up so far to a point where they are like pretty much like 2 buttonable. Maybe even 3 buttons, but I've got TP pads that link to each row of the carrots. I've not done all of them yet, and the plan is to do everything to be able to be like, only need to press 2 buttons, don't need to move or anything like that. But I need the plots on either side to be able to do that, and I've not got enough in my compost yet. I've been using seeds, bag of seeds, to be able to do that in my compost. I'll show you that really quickly right here. So this guy, I come over, I will go, not there, in my storage. I'll pull out 2 of these, which I get back really quick. And then I've got 9,000 fuel and that. And I'm just making as much compost as possible. And for these outer ones, you need like 64 plots. It's actually insane. And compost bundles as well are insane. But yeah, as these guys come, I've been spending these, trying to get as many as possible. The next thing I want to get, just really quickly, is actually yellow banana, which grants an extra 30 farming fortune. So it's a rare pet item, and I'm going to be putting that on my legendary elephant. So yeah, that's the next thing I want to get, which is 267 copper. There's a bunch of other things too, and I'm not necessarily in a rush because my elephant is upgrading at the moment, as you saw. But yeah, this is what I do. So basically I've got carrots in here, and I will sit like so, aiming at all 4, get the angle right, and I can just like pretty much do this now, and as I said, I sat here for around an hour yesterday just doing this and keeping an eye on it, making sure obviously I'm doing it. Now, I'm not one to macro or anything. I don't believe in that. I truly believe in being at the PC while you're doing it. So I am genuinely here grinding it like so. And then when we get I think yesterday I ended up making, it was something like, I think it was like these 25 plus, yeah, I think I made like 48 because I had about 7 because I used it to get a visitor. So I got about 48, which is around 4 million yesterday in the hour, which is actually insane if you think about it in an hour. So yeah, that is definitely one of the ways you can make money by doing this. And there are plenty more as well. As I said, if you have a never bought farm, it's definitely worth doing it. But for me, I'm doing carrots right now because I need the croppies and I need the drop, so I can just sit here, grind this, get around, as I said, 4 or 5 million an hour. Now this is pretty much a base farm area. Now the reason like I want to share a video on this is because I really don't have loads on this farm yet. I've got a is it Euclid's? I'm terrible at pronunciation. If someone could teach me how to say this. I've got this wheat hoe here that has replenished. It has a few good things on it, which is great. I'm not using the legendary elephant, obviously with that farming fortune thing as well. These belts have got extra farming fortune because the way these belts and these accessories work is the more visitors that you've used, the higher that the bonus you get from them is. So it's definitely worth using them and claiming your visitors because again you'll get more farming fortune from it. So I'm just going through the garden steps and grinding it, and I'm able to at the moment make around 4 to 5 million an hour. So in hindsight, like, yeah, I have spent a lot of time on this recently, and the past week or two has been focused a lot on this, but I've not spent every second of every day. I do, I work a lot and I have a job and all that stuff, so I can't spend a lot of time on this. Realistically, you could get to where I am in 2, maybe even 3 days. So it's not at all out of the running. And collecting them as well will give you garden experience, 200 garden experience. That levels you up too. I've leveled up so much just doing this, just doing the garden. And I really am enjoying it. I love just sitting here doing it. I will be here on stream, chatting to the people, saying hello. And they'll come in and go, "Are you not bored?" I'm like, "No," because I'm chatting to you guys. So this is it. This is genuinely a really good way, a really solid way to make money early game. I really am early game. If I PV myself, and if you guys want to PV me at any time, I'm on the Cucumber profile. My username is right here. It is Merc_115. My net worth is 120 million, which may seem like a lot to a lot of people. I understand that is fairly a lot in game, but realistically, I've focused on farming a lot. I don't know if you can see your skills. Yeah, it was right here. So my mining's only 25. I've got like the ruby drill and I'm grinding for the gauntlet next, but that's really a big grind. I've not done much fishing, combat, farming. I'm only level 30. So being able to make like 4 or 5 million an hour consistently is really beneficial for these lower profiles. So I really like recommend using the garden to do that. Now everyone knows mining in the end is one of the better ways to do it because you can get like the 30, 40, 50 million an hour runs, and that's only wives tales. I don't know if that's actually true. The most I've made is probably around 12 to 15 million an hour mining, so I can't confirm or deny like if the 20, 30, 40, 50 mil is good, but for me this works. For me, this is actually a really solid way to do it, especially with the prices of things, especially with how costly things are. It is definitely worth getting into doing farming, because then you'll never be short for cookies. You'll never be short for those pet upgrades that you have to wait for or whatever. I can always have a pet upgrading things like abaphones or any other items you need in game for quick cash. You can spend an hour and get it pretty much. Now, it is an actual travesty, the fact that cookies are now up to around 9 million. I remember when they were like 2.53 million. I don't really remember time before then, but I was actually quite late to the cookie game when I started playing. So, it is what it is, but yeah, it really is a point of we need the coins now more than ever, and if this is one thing that can help you guys, then I'm more than happy to share that information with you. So get yourselves on your garden, get yourselves a plot. Now you don't even have to do carrots, you can do wheat, you can do potato, you can do mushrooms, you can do netherwort. Like, I just do carrots because I want the croppies, so I'm trying to kill as many birds with one stone as possible. You guys yourself, do it how you want. You can do melon, you can do pumpkin. I've got a melon farm over here that does well. Now, I have said about how I make these farms and stuff, and that is in another video. If you want to check that out, that will be either linked below or somewhere on my channel, so go show that some love. But yeah, that's it. That's how I make money in early game Iron Man or Hypixel in general. Guys, if you really want to make some money, I genuinely recommend the garden. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for checking out my profile and checking out my YouTube channel. I appreciate you all the most. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more updates, and I will be trying to update you as quick and as often as possible, as much as you guys allow, and I will see you guys soon. Check out these videos if you haven't already, and take it easy, guys. Bye bye.